Welcome back, everyone. It's Andy here, and go within to get out. I made it to Winston-Salem, North Carolina to protest Novant Health and give these healthcare workers a voice to stand up to tyranny and to prevent medical rape and preserve their jobs and their livelihoods, because they have big hearts and they just want to help people, and they're being told that they can't unless they take this toxic shot. So yesterday was an exciting day. We were in Shelby, North Carolina. There's some people here. We were in Shelby, North Carolina yesterday. I drove from Charlotte to Shelby, North Carolina. What's up, brother? Glad you're out here today. Yesterday, Sunday, August 8th, 2021, I drove from Charlotte about an hour to Shelby, North Carolina, and we represented about 150 people there standing up for freedom. I drove from Shelby to Mooresville and met with a bunch of parents trying to get their kids out of forced government schools to prevent the psychological damage that this is taking on these children, being masked, being taught this critical race theory and all this kind of crap, these kids being asked what gender they identify with. So this morning, yesterday was crazy. Charlotte to Shelby, Shelby to Mooresville, Mooresville back to Charlotte last night. This morning, Charlotte drove 85 miles up here to, where are we again? Winston-Salem. It's hard to follow. Welcome, everybody. If you're new to this channel, you're gonna find truth, a constant lifelong pursuit of trying to find out what this world is all about, what our past was all about, where we come from. Me and my audience out there, I hope you all resonate with this. I'd rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned. Right now, this toxic gene therapy is an answer that cannot be questioned. Any questions that are being asked are being completely censored from the internet. So don't let it happen, all right? Don't let it happen. It's up to you. It's up to you, all right? The exact amount of tyranny we see in the world is the exact amount of tyranny we're willing to accept. So it's got to start with us. It's got to start in the hearts and minds of you out there, okay, everybody? Let's get a look at everybody here. So happy you guys are out here. So good to see human beings and faces. I'm the only alternative media camera I've been at every event except for Durham. I need all your support. This is where you can find me on YouTube. I used to be a heroin addict, wanted to kill myself, and now I'm standing up for what's right. I've healed from those wounds, so I need all your help sharing these videos, because you all need me. You all need me, and I need you, okay? So take a picture of this. Please help share my videos. I'm homeless, I'm starving, but you know what? I got my heart, I got my soul, and I'm pouring every dollar I have into this work. So,
there's donuts up there.
Oh, cool, thank you. I'm gonna try to be a little healthier than that, but
Can I take a picture?
yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Please.
What's
please
your
do.
YouTube name?
It's right there on the sign. Go within to get out. I'm getting blanket censored from the internet. Every other video I try to share gets censored, but you'll find links in my video descriptions where you can find alternative platforms. I'm going to be sharing everything that I got from Greensboro, Charlotte, Raleigh, Mooresville, Shelby, Mooresville. I've been everywhere. I'm going to be here tomorrow at Baptist Health. I'll be in Wilmington on Saturday. I'll be in Charlotte on Sunday. So as long as my car's running, I'll be there.
And there's going to be one at King Wednesday or Cartersville.
King, North Carolina on Wednesday.
King
Shopping Center, Mi Pueblos.
King Shopping.
It's near Mi Pueblos.
Okay, Mi Pueblos. All right.
Hey, how long sober, my man?
From heroin, about 3.5 years.
My man.
There was some other pharmaceuticals that were involved, but I've been free of all that for over a year now.
My man.
And you know, I'm trying to stand up for what's right. This is the fight of our lives. This is if we don't stop this in its tracks right here and now, then what's next, right? That's what I was saying about the masks all year last year. It's not about it's just a mask. It's about our freedoms and our way of life. I don't even want the old normal, because the old normal got us here. I don't want the new normal. I want the new. I want the new. So
Thank you.
yeah. Oh yeah. I got another sombrero. I'm always the guy in the funny hat. So you'll always, if you see a funny hat, you know it's me. Thank you so much. Any healthcare workers that want to tell their story here at all? Anybody? Anybody that want to?
There's some up there that, like, the one in the white
Yeah.
shirt, she's the one that organized it.
Which one?
The one behind the polka dotted
Okay.
dress. She's on the
Do you know her name?
what is it? I'll just come over.
Do you want to show your signs? You want to show your signs?
Freedom, not force. Freedom, not force. Freedom, not force. Freedom, not force. Freedom,
Try not to get killed here. Awesome.
not force.
Yeah. All right, great.
Freedom, not force. Freedom, not force. Freedom, not force. Freedom, not force. To me?
Would you like to say anything to the audience out there? You're going to be on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey. I have a pretty large platform, not too large, but
I don't mind.
I'm trying to grow. If you don't have to share your name, but if you'd like to share with whatever you want to say, let's let people out there, normal, average, everyday people out there that are not really privy to the amount of healthcare workers that are standing up. I've been to every event,
Yes.
except for Durham on Friday. I made it.
Yeah.
I was in Greensboro. There was 300 people. I was in Charlotte. There was about 2,000 people there.
Yes, the one in Durham was large too.
Was it? Okay,
Yes,
great.
I
So
heard it was. They
so
marched.
we're looking at, the idea is to build momentum.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I'm so sorry you're going through this, but unfortunately, this is what it takes for people to kind of wake up when it really directly affects them. I've been trying to warn people that, hey, we all got to stand out now because it's gonna get to your front door.
Yeah, and it's not going to be vaccines. It's going to be anything controlled.
Right.
It's going to be that the government controls everything you do. And I think at the root of these mandates, it's more than just the vaccine. It is an assault on our freedoms.
Sure.
The right to choose.
Yep.
The right to your own health care. Anything that is personal to you, and the freedom of America is really the core of what people are fighting for. Of course, there's risks if you just look at the vaccine itself.
Yeah.
Definitely risks there. But for all of us as Americans, we are free, and that is being attacked, and we have to all make a stand. And if we don't, we will be run over
Yep.
by the government.
Right.
And you will be every communist and socialist country. And I know that there are a lot of young people who see socialism as the answer. They're young.
Because they're in debt because of the lies that were told to them,
Yes.
that they have to go to
Yes.
college
Yes.
to have a normal life.
Yes, and I felt that too.
I'm feeling it right now.
I just went to college as an adult.
Yeah.
And can't find a job.
Right.
Can't find a job. And so I'm back here. I've been here for 10 years. And
What do you do for them?
I was working as an aide, and now I work as a secretary, but I worked there for 10 years, and then I went and got a job at a lab with my degree, and then I ended up coming back here because the pay was more competitive at a lower level job.
Right.
And it's better to stay there. The degrees are, other than personal development, that's all it's providing
Sure.
at this point, unless you
Sure.
go into specific fields, business, finance.
Yeah.
That's really it, or maybe economics and politics.
Right.
But otherwise, the degrees are just useless, and it is a lie that we were told, and it's why millennials have struggled
Yeah.
to come into adulthood.
Uh-huh.
And it's,
I'm 36.
Yeah.
I was living with my parents for off and on since I was out of college, basically.
Yes.
And since 2008, I started paying $700 a month for my student loans.
Yeah.
That's a mortgage payment.
yeah.
I literally, in 2021, 13 years later, I just had to apply for a 3-month deferment. That's as far as they'll allow me to go.
Yeah.
Because I walked away from my job at, like my sign says, at CVS making $94,000 a year because my heart and my conscience told me that I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I know what's happening with the reactions to this shot.
Yeah.
And it's being blanket censored from
Yes.
every corner of the internet. This video, I can't even post it on YouTube.
No,
I can't even share a link to
Our
the
group was
government's
deleted.
own website.
We were.
What was your
at
group
one,
called?
We were Stop Healthcare Mandates, and it was a public group so that we could
On
get
Facebook?
Yes. And I woke up one day, and when we got to 1.5 thousand followers, they deleted us spontaneously overnight with no violation of community guidelines.
Do you hear that,
It's an
folks? Do you hear
assault.
that, folks? Private groups on Facebook being deleted of people trying to gather together online because it's hard to gather in physical meet space, especially when you can't organize.
Yes.
So you organized this event. How
Yes.
did you do it?
Well, fortunately, most of the people had screenshotted the events and were sending it around to other groups. We
Okay.
all joined not just one group, but all of them.
Sure.
So we're all part of the HCP exemption, the Take a Stand Now, Stop Healthcare Mandates, among many others. And we're all kind of in contact with one another. And at this point, we've exchanged phone numbers. So we try really
Excellent.
hard to stay in contact with one another. And it doesn't matter whose group it is.
Sure.
I would just assume not be an admin.
Yeah.
And let somebody else do it and us all organize together.
Right.
It just happened that these events that I planned in the original group, people knew about them in advance, and we had screenshots, and they just kept sending the screenshots to people.
I love the courage you have, because most people that I go to when I'm at these events, they don't even want to talk in front of a camera because they're like, oh, my company, this healthcare work, this hospital.
fire us.
Right. They're gonna fire you anyway.
They don't care.
They're gonna fire you anyway.
I worked for this company for 9 years before I left to do the other job. And I didn't get so much as a thank you or a farewell card. Now, they don't care about
How
you.
long?
9 years.
9 years. You want to hear?
Nothing.
You want to hear something great about Novant Health? I did an investigation of one of the pop-up vaccine clinics they had in Charlotte. Me and my friend Deborah, we drove there. It was like a drive-through clinic. We acted like we wanted to take the shot. Okay, so we give a fake name. We start asking them all these questions. Is it safe? Is it effective? How do you know? We were like, we want to take it, but we have some questions. So literally, we're like, can we see the manufacturer's package insert? They couldn't produce it.
No.
Novant Health in Charlotte in the back of a church, in United Thrift Methodist on Morris Chapel Road in Charlotte. There's a video on my YouTube channel, Go Within to Get Out. You can find, it's called Novant Health Exposed. I am encouraging everyone to share that video because we are not getting informed consent, as many of you are already aware, and that's why you're out here, because we know people are getting hurt.
Yes.
Without getting into numbers, we know people are getting hurt from this thing.
And it got sent to the ICU last night.
Who did?
Taking it. A friend.
Was it, how long after was it?
1 day.
1 day after.
Severe shortness of breath. Yep. 1 day it was a man.
A man, a healthy man, went and took, do you know what shot he took?
I do not.
Okay.
But it was the first of two.
Sure.
It had to be Pfizer or Moderna.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
So maybe off camera, you and I will exchange numbers.
Sure.
Because what I would like to ask you is if you could go to my YouTube channel and share my videos with all those pages, because literally I'm the only camera at these events.
Yep.
The only other cameras are mainstream media cameras, and you know what
They're
they
biased.
do. You know what they do.
Yep.
They actually interview you, then they'll clip it out, make you seem a little unstable, a little nuts,
I'll give
whatever.
it. Fox 8, they did an interview with me when the mandate first came out, and I definitely don't think they twisted what I said. I think they gave the other woman more screen time, and I think that the result would have been different had they let us have a debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, when they take your video, they'll post it within an article where there's all this other propaganda.
Yes, that's true.
So that's what's happening.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is I'm coming here, covering these authentically, honestly, letting people have a voice, and I'm just putting it out there. And I'm also trying to show the solidarity with the amount of folks that are showing up, because
we had more this morning. Some people had to go to work, and some people...
Yeah, I was a little late. I've been all over the place. I was like, oh, you know.
I think we were somewhere around 70 this morning.
70?
Yeah, probably
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Cool.
And then there's another group that's with us that are down by Haynes Mall Boulevard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's another one. How far down is that?
A lot of them came up this way just a little bit ago, but I'd say there was maybe like 20, 25 over there,
Okay.
and then maybe somewhere around 60 to
Cool.
70 here.
All right.
And like I said, we're going to be at Baptist tomorrow, and Baptist is a bigger hospital, so
Yeah.
there'll probably be more people there.
Well, I'll be there tomorrow as well, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm like I said, I walked away from CVS because $94,000 a year. I realized what is happening in the world right now is so much bigger than pieces of paper in our pocket or the ability for me to have a roof over my head. Like, I'm getting support since I started asking for financial support. People have been giving me donations slowly, so it's been able to enable me to put gas in my tank and get here. And I know that people out there value the kind of work that I'm doing. I'm literally pounding the pavement every day for you and for me and for these kids, because these kids need us. Yeah. These kids need us. Their future hangs in the balance right now. Your future, my future, everyone here.
The freedom of the country hangs in the balance.
The world.
If you can
it's all over the world
to do things, what else can they force you to do?
Right.
That's it. Your freedom is gone if you just cave to the man. Yep. For lack of a better term. I know that's a little, you know. Sure. But that's what it will be. Yep. That's where you'll end up. Sure.
Well, thank you so much.
Don't look at Alberta, Canada. They can't even isolate it.